Can't you remember? Oh, I'm gonna bring you. Yeah, and I would have let you wait on. Social media handles not good. It's kind of over the TV, the water and so I can see me radio now. I have a crowd. I have a kind of crowd also. That's why I crowd the ball. Yeah, that's the shot. You know who? They you know what this second can see. When you bring that to the car, we're scared to go. You know what you can do. That's why I do that. This is what we're scared to. Oh, you're dead. I'm on your phone. No money, want to wonder. Young to you, young brown sail. You can't
Press star to copy at 50 pesos for 30 days.
Boko.
I'm sure I know you man where you're none of me no casa. I know the work of San Fantalamsia. I'm sure I'll papa. Oh, now, woman.
68 station in the world.
Yeah. You're telling sir. Nobody am one and your master. Now, no, no, casa, sir. When you're not from Casa, you see the air caca. Now, a form to say.
I'm going to 68
You know, I'm all for copy. And then Jeffrey, who has to make Kazako.
Oh, I'm not for being more as a form and be more society.
Oh, and second term, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
engineers have to break the heat. But the form of the immediate.
Oh, a form on your own.
I can do everything.
Who woman quandy? Oh, my brother, you who friend and I can get a crammy. But who woman quandy, and say, maybe I'm your making assassin.
And about for me, what would you make? A kind of called Galamsia Woken. From Jubilee House right down to the constituency, LPP votes in Haiti. And give
68
Mira. What's all called your helmets? No, as I said, the made church and colana. Never no more. Hey, Mira, what can I say? Phone, I say. Miss Way, and I'm a fresh floor, said, yeah, and you made you an Indian man. The person can be the animal. Mira, phone you. Me tono John Mamma and this here breast. And the wall for pan and I'm boy. It's a little phone you know. I won't quite enough for so full. Said BB a phone and I pipe. And I said, maybe a phone you be a bear bonny and a best son. Stay tight, yes, I'm a demo. Mira, over Tono and PP breast. Hey, yeah, what came and in see why. That's a way mistake of the phone. I was a woman to me for the Amira. Woo! Nama was some in Murphy. Jenna Fashion. Not Mr. and never more than Nama salesman when you do the same as anything female. Hey, Sandy! Nothing. Minia said you walk Romo. Maybe some. Send me Kwaji alone. Made the loan and I say you may say. As I say, I know what I say. A great rash. Loan, I say. loan for bank and so tata me. I did bet you yes and look for paint. Now you depend on you. You best sorry in a bank, but pay your loan, sir. It's insane to say. My frustrated. Me, of course, this I mean, next I can maintain but one I need bonocrass.
That's how you are you. My sister, it needs na 7 December. I just see a club and my don't money, Mahama. I said the manifesto woman. Watching my head. It means to know what's so about the Women's Development Bank. Sister, the boy, I'm a scammer. It's me. Interest no so there. Swear be pay. Hey, I said, Papa, nobody wants it.
Maybe, what should I say? John Dramani Mahama ni NDC abai eba soa. Omo be Women's Development Bank. A man kwa bank. Omo be ma ema sika. Ama ye de edwa. Aye business.
Eh won manifesto him. Papa no dream ma ho. Anything na me running mate prior oba. All the 16 regions oba be BSA bank go ko kaka ntu ha ho. Wo ha se ahwa ne so be ko ho no akodi loan. Hey! Nse me ba, te say nia NDC ni JM ehia nyina e ye kokromoti. Ame paso. 7 December. E wo number 8. Opa so would be team ho 8 na. Now get team ho.
Na mimi susu driver ni mi susu no. E mo abe no with my dear boy.
Me say papa no. Oji ya papa. Oso die wo. Aboso kan spare parts ya no boy din. He say duty e be tisu. Me make atro. Or the duties. And is miracle you say crowd betimi ato. No. E be ma loan first what say? Hey, papa you oji ya hu. E need 7 December ni dey. Ye one day say we dey kwa kotoa ma John Dramani Mahama. Number 8. E wo ba no paper no so. Mira, nia elo making. Me jinidi. Me ni wanchi. It is John Dramani Mahama ni NDC aban. Omo ye aye bi da. JM Ebaso. The brain as for the 4 years na dia yen century. Na so me madwumu de 4 years. Or the 3 years. 3 years one century bebre. 3 years say emra na wo so a winning election. MPP aban e de ne court. 9 good months. Na papa yete so nyina no court koba. Nti onya ne hudidi ne hu nyina free mu no. Any 3 years. Sa 3 years ya maka ho asem sesi ye. John Dramani Mahama any NDC aban na. E de no mo ntimi anye. Say hospitals we see. Markets. Chips compound. Esuku adan. Aka akwan. E de na John Mahama e ba so ni NDC aban ne ba so a. Omo ntimi nye. Me ti odi o me nua. Eni ti abato no. 7th December. And one to better check. Number 8. Upon no get Timo say you. Oh, but never sing. And to me go. Tell me coho. Na me who she cry. Umbrella. And no umbrella. And no. And it's be there in my campaign am you. No me the egg shop. But draw me the Mami baako. Chop what? What do you mean? Mami to be ama. Hey, it's me mama say yawo. John Dramani Mahama. Number 8.
You nya gina ni bi e. Musuba gina.
No.
Mira, good luck what say. Mira, chachano na ure una kola.
Sister, we have some day do.
Afi we. Mi be hwe mabrabo. Na bi atu aba. Sana mjidi say Ghana ni mapapia so ebe na brabo no so di atu papa me say NDC hey
Here's a man with a team that understands that the implementation of free senior higher education, for example, requires adequate infrastructure in order not to destabilize an already working quality educational system. This is a man with a team that negotiates deals in a holistic manner, like the Tema Port Expansion Project that concluded with the construction of the Tema Motorway Interchange for ease of transport of goods. This is a nation builder, one who makes judicious use of resources at his disposal. There are several infrastructure projects in various sectors of the economy accounted for under John Mahama's 4 years of governance. this nation builder is trustworthy, one who is faithful to his promise. John Mahama promised to end Dumsor, and truly, he did, leaving the nation with excess megawatts of power at the end of his first term in office. This nation builder is a unifier. John Mahama's leadership transcends ethnicity, family, and friends. One whose message resonates with the upper class right through to the grassroots of our society. Same can be said about his communication prowess. It's unrivaled. This year's elections will be about track record. Second is trust. The writings are clear on the wall. The records never lie. Fellow Ghanaians, the choice is ours to make. Fellow Ghanaians, presenting John Dramani Mahama.
Okay, anumre osehwe wasitnem neto abapa. Anumre memo ha ma wache. Ewo omebia uwaso. Sese ana ode wa fidie na to ha. Afidie ni in the Apple 68 FM. Chumedia Samre Kwaku skirt. Medebra o matudin kanewu en samfon Samre a yesin konwen na ye ba betwentwen kana ho. Chumedia twagu our Facebook Apple 68 FM Training Radio / Apple 68 FM Ghana Web News 1 Ghana Politics Online.com Ghana Breaking News ubetimi enye dwumadi ene bi uko YouTube abetia search Apple 68 FM na wanya dwumadi ene bi ahwe se wonya nya ye decoder box ni bi a all in one high definition box ubetimi atobi ubechem woso ubenya mbo a yebo nyina woso ahwe enioma bebre na ubetimi enya woso nebo fofofo oma bi a woso bi a woto a eye adwuma woto a yebe mail di abro na onsa ka no oma bi a woso anumrei menewo ba bedi ankomo etwase yedi ankomo adefa kana ho baby a oman Ghana akwakodu baby a oman Ghana asai na aprakodu no menewo esese ka honsem anumrei yabakasa afa presiding officers easy any omo ye adwuma ho yebebisa questions etwase yebisa questions nti yebebisa questions presiding officers easy any omo ye adwuma presiding officers easy any omo ye adwuma asom bibi wo sumase omo ye no sumase bi ana every time ye to aba ani omo nyina ebimo agi adamudie efa kwan bi so ana am se Ghana aya ye kazo abani ye bewiem but ye ninko presiding officers from omo no mo wi abanu mu pa ye bedi nkomo amanfo bon sika atonsuo bon obi a wadi ne sika ekoma bansa banfa nidwa na omma ne si nkakra abana loku sika na bepum ne enro mo di su ani dwawe akọ finance minister to mura yebedi na honkomo parliament nsam de ye nya kada until say you be bunkum away ni fa. I'm not sure about them kuma for MPP kete for no. Oma you should crack 40 pages. And then there's some become massive. And to me, I call him Mr. Speaker Aban Smiley. Babe say, on call it Parliament. No back. Aso, Obi so bet me the court. Set court in ship. On your review, and now one share. Set Speaker. I call it Senator. So Munkofia. And in your beer. It's me. I call it so mumra. And also, I don't uncle Moaha. Now, Godfred, what I may want to say. Mother Montaigne. Mr. Montaigne, what can I? Power best Samate. When your men can say that, Mr. Power bad day, a best son. Now, say 2 minutes baby Kwaku skets before we are. And I'm going to say no Koya Jebe. And some of your baby, now you bring Kwaku skets, me de bro. On send you on my studio, and you know the FFR. Oh, dear, me do so much. So, your mama na, mama fa, fool, mama fa. Oh, Tim, I love you so much. And me baba share a human say. I have 1 hour, 20 minutes or 1 hour, 15 minutes program. Me patch a woba to suffer will be. Why, yes, repa. Who present me, human mawa. Uba no ama me numbers. Wa ama me numbers na. Kwaku skate been to me and your program. Until uba na wa ama me numbers kama. Na ayefe. Until uba your bestre. So uba no ama your numbers. Na numbers no awode mame no na ye kama. Until me da me ho for the CCR. Na maba ebra wo to nsafre dom nya wo mo pen na menso mi twa me ho frɛ desisia na menso maba na chi me ba yakeka adwuma na bom ne yede ama ade a me hwɛ firi ho ne sɛ wo ba share video me ba sisia me ba me ne wo aba betoa so enko ba bia producer Famenanti
Kona koka sampa nyami asma we
Kona koka
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 nyami asma we
Ghana must work more.
Okay. And you me da was bebre sawa kame. No madame hoba. Me ne wo ba be di koma fa kana ho. Tie di kan. Emra sebe dwam ho te sei. Emra sebe dwam kete. Mo ho te sei. Emra sebe dwam a Spanish for from Bokito. Mo ho te sei. And you muna me mo ka sei. MPP mra sebe dwafo. Masaka papa. Mama wa man kana yanim no anya kana biom. Mama kana pro and the kufa the neighbor umia watch. 1992 constitution I mutuma butu because of MPP. Now, me ne wodin komo ne awuram. Ekasa me no me ne kasa. Ghana nya monsamfo dia. Ghana nya kufa do bayi bonsam. Ane ne badia. Enya me ne wumi enu man. Yan hwema Ghana sai. Sani ya wo kasa yan hwem wo cheman sai no. Sani yan hwo cheman po. Musimo hweman sai na Ghana na mahwema sai. Ani me no wodin komo wate. Over about a week and in there. And then your Mashassia Bubasa Abapumra. Stop! I draw down your behu your bessie. Dear Bessie, assembly nine sack. No, Mr. Speaker. At the ruling at the buy. Now we're buying what you're a sample. I yet to say mathematics. And now yet to say, what did damn it when I will put damn it? Who won a pack? Now they are to a pack. Who won ha? Or we are see a pie. Pete, Obian coffee. Obian Dimrika coffee. Because not MPP a woman about Tesocrano. Woman to them. Abakwasem webinsi da. 1992, it's a democracy. ABC Canada. So one kasa wa ban teso. Na with me kasa maton gudem. Hey, the country Ghana for se bedroom baby. Dr. Mahmoud Bamiani and people for the tongue mantiase and no maton gudem. One kasa wa ban na tia konya so. And so can come to be at the parliament. Oh, now. Wako home yenu nina kaka motobi na mo atongura samu nye pema abi before samu ya ma mo kasa keke. Yes, anti Mr. Speaker adina no asem ba twata no ekroma ye beje brother tina koso ena de yankwate a na yankwate a asem nyina ne se adan MPP for a call speaker and call parliamentarians. Now emergency be you as a woman. Once I make catch us MPP for me, a more baby. Would be MPP party, I meant to say, boy, a boa. Send them a wood as soon as MPP party. We are preco. We sabe to be any, no be a cotosabe. Upiani was so be our Ghana. Monsieur Nembre. Sa woda so dwane MPP na ya tetekwa na wo ye fratamni Mama Mr. Speaker wasting the time and then one kasa wada parliament for betrase no mo twane ya sore ya ade atin ya maba bontia be ka kire kana for say who call Mr. Speaker say Parliament in Samra in Amuasem and someone with a banyan some papadia. Me and no credit hear me. Sir NDC, some more dua or being court or china. The name shall be a fale than a dear. And some will fale. Na, yahim. Nina time delay. A time delay will cook for the memoir. And to watch that, move right away. Example. So speaker. I'm a Rashabadum for Kofia. To me, we will be calling speaker. So I'm not parliamentana. Obin Fanko Court. Ya penchirem. And this is for Muslim Yanchirem. And yan this in form pa. Ghana need be better media court. Now what the tabuno the atososa one is yanchirem. And the parliament now what calling on. And also you had better hold. I have sample. Baby, I don't know. Who bought me, my Bobby? Who Timmy, my Timby? What come here, my cowby? I can't Bosume say. Bosume back on. I didn't frame you know Sabaco. And to whoop Petime, my pretty beer goes up. And then this year, not gonna be sorry. Now on no some courts. And quite the injunction, Tabono. Comfort Tabono bra, and Rasabedrum. Nakobisa, Chief Justice Tukonu, Alaba Tukonu. Netama, but that's more tam enemre. Tam Krekem, na MPPT, Alaba Tukonu, that's more tam. I wanna say, Madam Chief Justice, or more tam tea, and Tama Wamono, or the MPP colors, and Alaba Esi Tokonu, or the more tam wanna say, because the colors be a young people. I mean, my country go Mahama said, well, ba constitution no, when your photo, your first appointed judges no, as I say, come. And yes, sir, yet Chief Justice Biba Mankana, bo. Shakwanya question me about the Ghana Faso. Shakwanya question me about the Ghana Faso. And now so my girlfriend, national security boss, Kandapa, about Monteca Casafa. Who did you say Kandapa or Canada?
Is it true that we will use our new majority numbers to benefit Ghanaians by
injustice occasioned as a result of the absence of an effective justice delivery system, or delayed justice, or biased justice, is certainly a threat to national security. And indeed, when injustice abounds, particularly in situations where the bench, which is considered as the final arbiter of disputes,
or say Chief Justice ya bias. And I'm not making national security and MPP government. Was it quiet your first would be a Sam? Court, Supreme Court. Time na apro. Na Chief Justice question me ya boa where you bias. Ama and many security cry attract. So we want to grow your kufu akasa. Second grow your kufu no. One na kufu the dim campanteno as a Chief Justice. Sana kanda pa ayi question me abu ba and alaba tukonu so aba. What the kind of money? Who the entire kanda pa wi ye
injustice occasioned as a result of the absence of an effective justice delivery system, or delayed justice, or biased justice, is certainly a threat to national security. And indeed, when injustice abounds, particularly in situations where the bench, which is considered as the final arbiter of disputes, is deemed to be biased, citizens tend to take the law into their own hands, most times without recourse to the established systems of justice delivery. And similarly, the failure of the criminal justice system to ensure effective and expeditious trial of criminals adversely impact the morale of law enforcement agencies. It also emboldens criminals to perpetrate more crime and breeds lawlessness among the citizenry, developments which threaten the internal security of the state. If you are going to be able to address the security challenges that we have, especially the domestic ones, we need to be able to ensure that there is a judicial system that works. If we do not have a system, a judicial system that works, many people will simply take the laws into their own hands and misbehave and do what they want. Therefore, in trying to manage the security situation, it is important for us that we do get a judicial system that works. And we are all lucky that in the sub-region, we are perceived as a country where the judicial system works and where you could expect justice. If the interpretation of the law is tilted so much in our favor all the time, people will start accusing the judiciary and will not have the confidence that they need.
Mr. Pyjamas. Siaka Pyjamas, what you say? And now, but I'm video in Javanza. On now, or get the catcher say Pyja 9. Na Kandapa Pyja and now review. Or say my one now so, na me was say. Na National Security Boss, who are Pyja and Sissy and one of review. And to your friend, Mr. Pyjamas. Or say, bro, Pyjamas next on me. Not Mr. Kandapa, who are the Pyjamas in a mini video in Javan. Who present me was me or dead. Day. Francisca Davis Michel. Mammy found anti Kanda Pana Casse. Sometime no question me a one at so. Or say one man Supreme Court. Aya bias. Na a master system na yahu. And to woman Henry ya. One man in national security grant off from. That time I work cannot question me a woo. Or see a Sambia back court to her. They get favor ya. A month from Tiasia. And the 1992 Constitution the hop. Na Alaba Tokonu. Chief Justice Alaba S.C. Tokonu. Na Wesini Trase. 1992 Constitution no. Alaba Tokonu abonu assembly more than a national. When the Sadia one canon, a wrong, but the party colors in tea. Usuraku Fado, Saku for the Virgin and Webby and Efinano. But I had a bacano cracker. Piany one was so be our gano. Alabatukon, when you pian single pia, and the work kukana. Quote anima say. Bogu on my Ghana court and uko social media na go Ghana court. I said that Jana be a mupu because Chief Justice our table and my court on when you feel. So I said, one man court on home, I sank a cry. Judiciary, Kwaku get na me your contract at the call and the Kufu time. Name your contract at the court judiciary and the when now born can because Chief Justice now Yakofana Batron wa pro make kasa ase o ma ba penny na dia kire 1 and 1 we make kan kire 1 kase wani because there was na time and you fair and you say so we do edit the social media o ko international platform bi aso a ye bolding adai ye kan wo bia kase na we di atem na kami ko di ho atem wo ye ni ya kami ni na tem wo ye ni ya kamebo na baso alabatu ko no wanyi obia sin Ghana for Ghana na wo hwan sana esi alabatu ko no ya wo no enti wo ye bibi na wronga esese ka kire no an ma fi papa ge pa and my free Papa J. When the ma Papa J, Tani on my full way, the ma Papa J kunkuma jaji for the wakana. And I'm conforming tiasie. Because I jaji for you a man about your club budget. Woman who kusia wa budget, woman a brevia budget, utuba check crowd the commander, obedi was mama. The bina justice alaba to konuyen. Because the now power is sika. But can who say power sisa? 2 years sisa. Na ma hwani ye. Na se 2 minutes sisa. Hey, kana for be Soviet tiamu bruta. Boni amudi edi kana for. Ahwechira amudi kana for kom. Wa yawo ni atete. Amudi kana for fam. Se ma hwani na 2 minutes sisa wa ho. Se kana for be promo de go kana. Ma kuma ni ma se. Enti ana MPP and the Sabbath do for. And the letter about Monte said, producer, said the Hanman. Also, Uncle Beco, man, I didn't tell her. What the crap about Monte said, I'm going to call it Mr. Speaker. And from Rashabedum for and Rashabedum for Yamna. But the problem is that then Mr. Speaker Tnassano Nanka woman now why you bet me. But one Casama Batis was Mujane and Timo Westi Ghana Yesika. So maybe and can pipi parliamentarians catch your mugu because you're German car or many sika. And it's a walk or terminal sabbatum now walk out. No one year juma. Well, maybe I can say Jessica from home. And this son can say I can't be free because this country one quite juma your cat. And then I can penny for Moody can of our brosa. And then I must say what man can say. And then another will be I will see what call law school. No one more times. Wouldn't about me, and then my mom was with the former Mosa, and then my mom was patapa, and my Mosa Kufa. I mean, 3 hour car. Yes, Yakopo, Miss Wubet 3 hour car, and 3 hours if we like a Kufa. Dear Mudigana for Comno, I went to Mamma Gana Coduno, with the dear Bamunia. 2 minutes a same year, 2 minutes a son, Nasa Kwaku sat up, me Wakana, number who said no coyete. Pony petty ma, a vessel rolling star. Now, the Mimia can and not to table some Panama. Auntie Yanko Tia, and Rasabadam Kuma, MPP, and someone, one would have to Mr. Speaker, and near the Hong Kong.
Door to door, I was certain part of Sohon, house to house, and a certain part of Sohon.
Patch on your table, right tape, mammy, Famico. Yentam, Yanam. Will you ever white tree? Famico,
Fatum, and bringing Parliament to a halt. And so, the Speaker's adjournment of Parliament Sunny Day is not by accident, it's by design. What is happening in Parliament at this stage is a desperate push by the NDC, having realized that its evil plot is failing and the NDC is more likely to lose the 2024 election. Chapter 2 of the secret document provides strategies on how the NDC minority should leverage parliamentary power to disrupt government business. Pages 7 and 8, under the subheading Maximizing Parliamentary Control of the Legislature, provides the context for this NDC dubious plot. And I read from here, but it's actually a direct quote from the document. The 2020 election resulted in an unprecedented situation in Ghanaian politics, with an evenly split parliament, with the NDC and MPP holding equal seats. The equilibrium creates a powerful opportunity for the NDC to, one, influence, to delay or outright block government's legislative agenda. I want you to focus on those things. One, influence, delay, or outright block government's legislative agenda. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, this strategy the NDC has operated with since 2021 is on full display with what is happening in Parliament. So you have a situation where the NDC, for some odd reason, decides that it wants to be majority. And so therefore, in partnership with Speaker, Mr. Speaker is actively aiding that seeming coup d'etat by the NDC in Parliament. But the point that ought to be made is that this is not an isolated incident. This is part of a coordinated effort by their own design outlined in this book.
Mr. Speaker, the NDC akabom eye coup d'etat. Obi awo democracy. Wanu masam kankan to say Janya Biamumwa. As a certain parliament. You waste your time. I began a tax money to your car. I gonna for wasted time. I began a sika aquajan Yama to a mount. With me Kojinam Rasabegum at Trokrata, and now with me by one time at your press conference at coup d'etat. Abuwa na wobi kwakabi dia musi ancheno but wumbra sebegania wumpo ubebo coup d'etat atwatneno wutmi kasa speaker ani ndisi amanyokuo akamboma ye coup d'etat me senti tape ni biu okay
and bringing Parliament to a halt. And so the Speaker's adjournment of Parliament Sunny Day is not by accident, it's by design. What is happening in Parliament at this stage is a desperate push by the NDC, having realized that its evil plot is failing and the NDC is more likely to lose the 2024 election. Chapter 2 of the secret document provides strategies on how the NDC minority should leverage parliamentary power to disrupt government business. Pages 7 and 8, under the subheading Maximizing Parliamentary Control of the Legislature, provides the context for this NDC dubious plot. And I read from here, but it's actually a direct quote from the document. The 2020 election resulted in an unprecedented situation in Ghanaian politics, with an evenly split parliament, with the NDC and NPP holding equal seats. The equilibrium creates a powerful opportunity for the NDC to, one, influence, to delay or outright block government's legislative agenda. I want you to focus on those things. One, influence, delay, or outright block government's legislative agenda. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, this strategy the NDC has operated with since 2021 is on full display with what is happening in Parliament. So you have a situation where the NDC, for some odd reason, decides that it wants to be majority. And so therefore, in partnership with Speaker, Mr. Speaker is actively aiding that seeming coup d'etat by the NDC in Parliament. But the point that ought to be made is that this is not an isolated incident. This is part of a coordinated effort by their own design outlined in this book to ensure that they use every means available to them, fair or foul, to affect, to disrupt, and obstruct government business. The document consists of 11 chapters, each directing the NDC on various disruptive, unfair, and outright crude tactics to aid its capturing of power in 2024. The secret document goes beyond the ordinary strategy or action plan you would expect a political party to operate with. This secret document is a deliberate ploy by the NDC to hoodwink Ghanaians. In other words, to dupe Ghanaians of their votes. From what we have read in the document, the NDC had a plan right from January 8, 2021 to frustrate the government and make it unpopular through foul means to win power December 7, 2024. One would think that any political opposition party would do same. Indeed, that is not problematic if those plans are legitimate and in the nation's best interest. However, this document we have uncovered from the NDC promotes crude, undemocratic, and unpatriotic means of achieving political power. We will focus, as we go on, we'll focus on the document's central theme. It has a central objective, which is for the NDC to obtain power by every means necessary, fair or foul, but primarily through foul means. The document admitted that the NDC lost the 2020 presidential elections fairly and squarely.
Well, Commander, yeah, the writer, and some who say after Japadiano.
I know that honor, and the way you be a tea. Now, a month for Soria, Suhum Sawam, and Sawam, and Sawam Suhum MP. Confess, oh, was I come back to NPP? Namin said your papa yi campo. One Cassandra Sebedana Moko independent. Can you pay me and Sanum Po? Kawamoni or Macassa? But then, Sandy Pammy and San said, Omuda Sujana Mujina. And to my Ghana, Mummy and Cano cry. Sir, who am I Sebedram? Now we be a party, now we see where Jaya. Yada so count to one party no home. And winty, yes, NDC for Omono so Mukuta document to say NDC for budget coup d'etat. And more some say, Kwasiadi say, not Mrasaba Janya Bedra one thing, but with them young quite, the uncle Tia Suhum and Sawam MP. Suhum MP say, I am pa. Set with Jai. And as I am pa, so what are so independent now as what they can people. Young
door to door, there was certain part of Sohum, house to house on a certain part of Sohum. Maybe I could be out there, say, and I know I don't know my emergency, I'm my NDP, I'm my commit to, I'm my say, and if I didn't know where this thing is coming from, as a matter of.
Because maybe we are going to pa.
Captain, this sanity, they contest election.
Okay. It is a CIA, America Crea K. Aka 40 and then film aka 45 days. Na kwotwaba. Obekọ parliament. Your first momra obekọ.
Well, Captain, me pese near caution. Me pese obi atiase say. I don't have, it's not like I have something against the party. I don't have anything against the party.
Okay.
I don't have anything against the party. So there's some more party, we reach a party now and coming back contest. I contested the ticket of the party. Right?
Yes.
And then to the best of my knowledge, I knew that I've performed. And then it's up to the party people to go and do the needful. Okay. But then they also, think otherwise. Then, you go for me, several party there you serve the crew in the constituency.
Okay.
You have the constituency being the bigger and the larger side of the community or the society saying that what you must service out of the tsunami better I saw your need. This is party some mumpewa. As far as we will not allow you to go. We in America and you see you sure say you saw everything. The genesis of it up to this time.
Me refi no kwasem ni me refi kai kakra. And then you see.
Well, as Meka, I didn't see us in before coming out to come and declare.
I then
that I will contest. Yes, that is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you have constituents of Suhum coming together, all grouping at one point. Close to 10,000 people grouping at one point. I mean, writing a petition and giving it to my PA to be given to me. Then I saw say, so many, they don't want me to go. I should come and serve.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, sorry, what is more honorable and what is more sober than this? So so then I came out and I said, I asked them again whether they are the people at the then they said yes. And then beside me kind of said, a son is more Dawson. Then they down many soon say, I am one then I'll contest. So that declaration is out there.
Okay.
In Sisama, my shots, my campaign is my shots, my campaign. I mean, like you said, we are almost there.
Okay.
And the if I'm not about maybe it's part of the normal way of doing things. But I'm not press it. I'm better make a motion for things and you're not credit.
Okay.
And run.
And now Parliament.
That's why I'm not.
When you be chamfuni.
Hello.
When you be cha picture.
I'm a patron yet. Eugene Boache entry and a tone suffer me. I mean, your office not tone suffer me. And to be quiet now, no, Andre, and there is another MP, the Deputy Minister for the Labor and Employment. Yes. Only patron and your a bomb we're just sharing ideas. A bomb on a cobay say, Yanko, a speaker, a Yanko Afino. And they're calling that only Mama Pat, and so, and then some of the honorable guys and so on. And then Comodimono, it didn't come on Comodimono. And I cobay said, me and said, go for be every of us and say, picture. And I can say, oh, no, I'm not interested in picture. Don't why are you taking picture? And then my depano if you walk away. And then no chino, namine a fenogina why a boncomo, and then commonina my part, and so every home. And I using cancer, oh, send a Mudina way, and then come to picture and that was how if you want to take a picture, you can take a picture. And then many using many my part and then a feno. Then it was Eugene who used his phone to take the picture. So that is all that I know. It has nothing to do with near that one thing. And I even confronted him. I called him. I said, why also where is this thing coming from? But he told me, he also didn't know where it's coming from. And I don't think the picture that you saw has anything to do with Sabia, Mimaka contest election as an independent candidate.
Okay. But we must have the next question. Say, why resign if you're MPP? Have you resigned?
Hello.
But you are resigning from the party. And that party natural say, you ready.
Party young crata me receive crata be party.
Okay.
And say when I filed to contest as a the moment I'm filing it will easy. The party we have a platform. We have a platform as an MP's platform. But the moment I filed to contest as a destiny, they took me out from that particular platform. That is what I know.
Okay, Jabo tell me. And what I'm person me do ko, madam person wow for na, wo boa me ho. Wo file wo nkrata say wo ko kontekro na and a platform na mo was no MPs na mo was ana.
That's right.
And omunyi wu fee so because they say wonya MPP ni biom.
Well, if that is the interpretation.
But a platform here, you feel so you who po you. Why are you?
Well, I know that the chief on one of the platforms.
Very good.
But me no can say. they brought me back on the platform, and it was the same person who put me back on the platform.
But what time man almost had over platform no so?
Maybe like I said, let me in transfer there maybe about 2-3 days.
2-3 days.
Yeah. I need to check it again, but it means it's supposed to be 2-3 days.
Okay. And to say, what call parliament are better than
because they say, based on my understanding.
Why I suhum mrasebekani na okansan bebre ebe to aso. Me pese e besan Kwaku tie no so. Na yetie nu wi a eche madosom na bede wakọ de to aso. Yenkotie asem a suhum MP osaka to aso.
Well, I know that the chief on one of them the UNIFI platforms.
Very good.
But they brought me back on the platform, and it was the same person who put me back on the platform.
But what time man almost had over platform no so?
Maybe like I said, let me in transfer there maybe about 2-3 days.
2-3 days.
Yeah. I need to check it again, but it means it's supposed to be 2-3 days.
Okay. And to say, what call parliament are better than
because they say, based on my understanding, look, it's me declaring my intention that it's a future election, and I'm going to contest some of the future elections.
No,
but that future election, that future election that I'm contesting as so and so.
Okay.
My Sabia, and also because I did and as a kind of I have a say in it. If I'm allowed, then we'll say in message. Maybe now decision I'm taking and say no, still and I'm allowed to do something. I will do the needful.
No, I'm asking says CCF and say emergency will be a call be a Basamonko parliament. How would you feel? Would you like to sit with the MPP?
Come again.
MPP for him.
Well, I know some so Metania ND. That is what I do. I know some Metania ND.
Okay.
The Metania ND. I mean, why am I called an MP? And how did I enter there?
Fantastic.
To the best of my knowledge. To the best of my knowledge. Say me several kind of for me several. For me, MPP MP. I'm Supreme MP.
Okay.
Parliament House or MPP MP, NDC MP.
That's right.
Do you modify minority and majority? That you know modify. Madam Nkoti will be either. Speak and Kasa, Maminti on Anuswaka, NDC MP, Muni, and I say MPP MP on Kasa. About India, dear Madam Tisson de Bono, the honorable member of Sum, honorable this. Can I make a minimum?
Super. What for Adama? Omodo to platform no so no. What kasa ho what ro bibi.
So Menkasa I want to talk to Menkasa, but I think it was yesterday when I saw that publication. I don't know where it's coming from. Like when I saw it, as in say my changing my position, as in say I'm going to say my changing my position. When I saw it on the platform. So quickly I went there. And then I also said it's fake. That is what I know.
Oh, so you wrote on the MP's platform that Saab Adena Babontino a fake.
I saw it there, so I wrote it there. That is fake. Because I pay for also. So if it's there and I'm not, and that's man can't, if I'm at home, this man can't say me, let me say it will be an indictment of me, so I need to respond.
You know, we are not told, no, Ubusa not on why where you know what's under Waba. Nancy, I'm say be a mobile sale for parliament, and we'll no, that's no, no, you mean, in the beginning, you mean, oh, you want more money. In the beginning, I was at the back. Well, now I need to trust you. What can they?
Aya, Antino, Suhum MP. Also, other so-called independent candidates. Sana Obana or Waguna Sodruno, or also so non so, or the so called independent candidates. And he says, say, I do that court at say. Now, yes, go for the dame, and then crack be the court. A fale, and the dear Juata, court and the Baba catch the Ghana for. Wait, a simple some people in the young sa can work as a some clock run this for. Because we hear Sikadia, ye do not what time you're short. Say, when you can find your campaign. Because 2024 budget, I see the economic discount 2025. Finance Minister the car says, no can say parliamentarians will be a year when the constituency. Inti mo calling na mo calling no. Sa wachina memete se obi so akokot akodi nchire mu a anya me nwanwa. Se ono so kɔ ne ma na time a ye be time a ye be di sa asem na wi. Na che se 2024 ende Akufo-Addo wapem. Anu ti ne akacha wo Ghana ni se Akufo-Addo woni bibi a wo betimi aye pim. Wa ende complete on ne ba umia. Oma fairly Ghanaians. Oma fairly. Sikadie ne do so no do. Kata sesane proye. Oma panit me rent private jet. 22,000 pounds for 1 hour. Now what you pray and what her cinema will carry. Obia baumia te ho went me to Akufo-Addo for said your way in the time. But then the baumia so president to do a Republic of Ghana. Hey, I Ghana for more to abaman people here and you may dream papa. Some men people and you 30 to 35% to come who be dreaming. There were many of those I could do, and the dollar now could do 15, 16, 15. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia what that? And there was so of economists I called the guitar, so yeah, the whole world every year they are the guitar upgrading a home automatic. And to what the Ghana near the dada, who you should young phone, Obada na do phone acquire the guitar. We use young phone, we had done work with internet. Now say, yes, it's economy ya. Ubenya Jumaye, our Ghana, I'm a wato. Within the catcher of Ghana in his side, on the 7th of December, she was sitting in the Twabapa. Make up Namasamba. The bar. The next story. Born a 24 ma. Arahu. Omomdo musika to born. Aban way afesikano. Nene yenuanu esu. It's so sad. Na Arahu. Ko na mame MPP. Penny back on kasa.
Likely for you to win election high. You believe in that, right?
Unia, mame chiro campaign o me mame chiro. Me let me do MPP do musicreted. Fe omoko Asante Region oni constituency here 47. We oma contract 500 from every constituency. Don't ma bass or nom there, but multiply 500 times 47, 23,000 plus. Say anybody be go no be the camera to so this MPP is doing bad. The same thing across the whole region. This is the kind of campaign on here. On for me challenge. The party is done. It's finished. I don't know what I say.
So what we the year who was social media, we say Dr. Bawumia were refuse we no abam we no wasomna amanfo shiano no more chiano market to market. Are you telling me say real?
The market he goes normal. I'm not saying say Bawumia own vote, but I'm telling you say Bawumia best struggle to get 40%. And currently what they are doing is to bash people to as Accra or more. Thank you. And Bawumia will Accra for 2 weeks. But I said 2 weeks now, Bawumia Accra. What you sign, be said there is MPP campaign going on. And Kabos, you're born more. Where the almost passing in Panel, go park so near the camera to so. Near this way, I say, oh, MPP is doing well. They are doing nothing. they are doing also could you about on this year a campaign you lose.
Oh yeah. Or see parties in or see MPs no ne omo party no as omo ja campaign aboba omia so e no no nko
good because omo constituency they don't have message because for no they can pull them MPs fair parliamentary no automatically NDC benya massive and yes we in Ghana has say yes history no say who are benya majority in parliament automatically we are president because you're two president here two parliamentary the entire ma 2008 president Kofo Jemuma Yatamezo because already the majority in parliament and there's nothing you can do and it's going to repeat history is going to repeat himself when you have many independence echo on the event is before about 40 independent parliamentary and how do you win election with this kind of character 2020 we didn't have this and look at the results look at the result because of poor management of the National Council, poor management of the National Executive, reckless management, and that is why they want this situation. You munipa the dija. Nipa bi di omo aba for e ama ene omo ayeti party no na sebi omo bodai pa. That
likely for
and wakase. Mame fa ngurem. Adwo before ma mudi musika ekoto ho a akufu ado ne ba wumi atumi afa razor blade na watwere muti ho nyina awabo dankat enra yete se some man panimfo yo makọ retirement chief justice former chief justice Gloria Akufu Kambi na wo musika akwakoda akufu ado ha akufu ado se 1 first kan ma won nene side the form mai omunya sika ntwadru ana pensioners womuntumi nya sika ntwadru no na pressure akubi mo na ebi mo yade na eku omo a wo man pani akufu ado edwa na no so wa yade ama emra some penny for finance ministry omukodu ono na finance minister dwane abla huo samako pension na wobi atumi afa blade na watwere metiri ho kwabo na wafa mesika nyina na sika me de betwa drompo aye dia mame ana mahu ya kachira mo sa wotu aba ma kufu ado a watu waba mo bonsam ne baba unia aya monsamfo party MPP ya monsamfo party so wodwe MPP a wodwe bonsam party I am telling you ebia de make wurafi won kan say do the forman so won ka wo mo ameka wo mo kakramwa be kan wo foriata akufo do kubanks nyina that time amanfo banks na krosi bana kan wo foriata bank ye bi wodi am yenkonkɔ hwɛ adwadifo ma sata mo do mo sika anasa ya maame mo a no mo akɔ pension mo sika da bank mo kɔ akɔche a wo mo kɔ ye yam fom sika mo yenkɔ hwɛ kakra
me beji mi sika o bag for no beji mi sika
o sika sen na wa
me ba 25 million grow mama me 7 million pe.
Well, she says this morning she's here to withdraw her money. She has 2,500 Ghana cedis here. She's been given just 700 cedis out of that amount. Okay. She said that time she was here, she came to withdraw an amount of 500 cedis. They've not given her the rest of the money. Intina Uba. She says she's a widow. She has a lot of children. But Mommy, person bisa say anya bia wo buy say wo be gisika no e ma mo ka cho so mo ntimi mfa ni nyina ma wa na asede
me ba last week Wednesday no e no mo sika no mo network nti on be my nti me the Wednesday
last week da ben
Wednesday no nti o mo ma me 5 million pen na me koye.
Okay, she says last week Wednesday they were here and she wanted to withdraw some amounts, you know, from what she saved here, but she was told that the network is down so they should go and then come back.
Enti wa mo je Facebook no go no mo say Monday. Me the Monday man Friday me san buy o mo say Monday.
She says they were here on Friday and then they were told to come, on Monday. So that's why she's here today to actually withdraw, her money from the bank. But the bank is not open today, and already she's very worried. Earlier we saw her talking to her daughter on the phone.
Me ba na fe no VSS. Eti na nkokoto na sem from Kumasi nti me last week me nim hwe nka mbe iska na mba no mo say network. Nti me ni ho akwanya bia.
Okay.
Say manti we no mbe close say this week ikwanyina mbetima close.
Well, she says her daughter was going to use the money that she was coming here to withdraw to actually buy nursing forms.
Yes, that network they are awarding. That we see that they are lying. Now they are taking our card off, so that no evidence we are going to go anywhere to every police station. Now if they are not come now, how we want to do?
Okay, they've taken your cards indicating that you save with the bank.
So that if you come back, they call you, then they give you your money. Some people will come.
Pension. I could for the Wamusika. No more can we forget a banga. Can we forget a far Wamusika? And now me know what I say. Can we forget that Washington DC? Why are they? Now we don't go about Wadawahu. What the amount for Sika say? And the woman Brunia, I'm on the better Washington DC. Subawu can we forget? Mubawu Kroma. Bonia Madigana for. Obi Kasabia Gusukrana, a young woman at the mouth. And then another watch when Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia saw a president Eddie when to me and Kawan some see a funk of Wessikamo. A man can go for that face. Can Yanko Tia 24 man. It is on my kind. I pensioners. Born. One more born. Omusika Kwakam. And a medium home come.
This afternoon, if your investment with a financial institution has seen a drop, we have news for you. Since Ghana's economic crisis started, there have been concerns about reducing investment values. From EcoBank to DataBank, customers have taken to Twitter with complaining about drops in their investment values. We'll show you that briefly, but first, here's one affected.
I was at DataBank yesterday to withdraw my M-Fund investment. Now they are telling me that according to Securities and Exchanges Commission or whatever, they have re-evaluated the money I deposited, which is 10,000. And so the 10,000 plus the interest was about 10,600 and something. Now per the re-evaluation, they are going to give me 8,600. This is so unfair. I have told them that all I need is my money. I don't need the interest. I need 10,000 flats. They cannot convince me with any explanation that they are not going to give me my money. I brought 10,000, I need a 10,000. You cannot reevaluate to even, for the reevaluation to take more than the interest that I'm getting on it. I don't need it. I need my money. Data Bank at Abraka branch. That is where I invest. That is what they are telling me. There were some customers there also frustrated. They are telling me that if I want to withdraw it now, that is the policy and there is no way they will give me the money. This is so unfair and I'm going to push it. I need my money. If they have any issues, now they are telling me they want to protect me as an investor. What kind of protection? When things are hard and I need my money to spend on urgent things, you are telling me that you are protecting me, so you are taking part of my money? That's about 20%. I won't accept it. I need my money and they cannot convince me. Please investigate this because that will never be fair to customers. I saw police cars parked there because I know they know what they are doing. That's why they sent the police to come and protect them. I need my money. I need my 10,000 cedis. I don't want any reduction.
Meanwhile, the Securities and Exchange Commission earlier issued a statement warning the public about the possible risk. My colleague Nixon Yeboah joins us with more on that. Charles Nixon, what does the statement say? Charles, you need to unmute. We can't hear you. All right, my colleague Charles Nixon Yeboah will fix his microphone, and he will be giving us details of that statement that was released by the Security and Exchanges Commission and the implications. We'll also be speaking with Alex Boahen, who is head of research at Data Bank. Mr. Boahen, if you can hear me, have these concerns of reduced investments come to your notice? Charles Nixon Yeboah is back. Let's get back to him and understand the statement that was released by the Securities and Exchanges Commission. Hello, Charles. What does the statement say?
Well, the SEC a couple of weeks ago.
Retirement. Now, what we do, we seek a can go for data bank. Na woman penny a kufuado afesi kano ediama ken wo foriata eni anu gana fo samu ka wa mu nyina me ma me mu amugudam me ma me mu asabe mo yare me ma me mu akufuado awia musika edima ken wo foriata ena ye ka mo sabreni niye ena mutrin kladro no mo akufuado aloko musika no. On the 7th, Mesre, Secretary will basse on Fawunko Nakotuapa. Number Mutuabana, Ebia, we are ready them, one dear. Catcher will ban a set on Fawun Sen Sitchin Yanoso. Who were to me said Sabe, what did them? Nasa woo one dear, which me catch electoral commission. And as a presiding officer and sack. Made the men say Sitchinian so and Tichinian a made man. Because on the 7th, you know, Ukwamen will be anymore. One penny ya, what quarter of one some baby and him, and what 10 you any. And to Wukwa, would there was someone cum hono, Adia will share a chinia. Chinia never compare. What to Chinian man in parliamenta, what to Chiniano at the presidential. Utuma jam chinia no atwa mani PC chinia a sample okona wo dia chini jam ni me ba yirawa men wore chinia man ko kan bibia woni time obekan ade a wo hwehwe ye chinia facing in Chinese team wodi si wa wi ama Dramani Mahama ba usika no watimi dia mana dia twadro. Producer, I must say, no doable. Ma yenye presiding officers kakra. And I'm not going to pa. Me presadia me be ye we. We share video no TNE because sadia we me ye nene aye a Saturday as aye a Sunday. And you're very, very important. Say me know you di hon komo. Producer, but modern mame asemi edika. Na memfanye sa product no asemi dika panebeka presiding officers amokɔhwɛ abato so wɔ Ghana anwumre mi bedi mo honkomo na obi menkɔfo no mbɛbɔ dua ɛwɔ bono no yɛbɛbɔ presiding officer bi adua bebesisi a semi edika inabeka miaro endo miaro ejumeyidia inabeye miaro endo miaro obreyitibo inabebo endo miaro semi Asami edika na me ne umienu ena sese yeka anyumrai me ne me papa mo me maame mo me nuanom me nkonta before me nsemo me ne mu bedi nkomo presiding officers of the Republic of Ghana anyumrai me ne mu obika Sawoya presiding officer anyumrai me ne wudi nkomo kakrawate Yami aduma eka na awotwe ni yebebo yebeto aba na yebebo dua yebebo isi dua yewia ye the presiding officers befrem senti kura make asem we ndc ni bi entie die ena date yesai ena yebosumidu ni da toso aduonu enai enfiempem aduonu ni aduonu nai October 24th, 2024, and a Kwaku make us asking. Obi Biden said, you can presiding officer on the point. Presiding officer easy, and it said, say you can see a kotua bar. Presiding officer, you will be a my Ghana, you choose no. No one will continue and have me a twaba. No, mom, as a someone you will be a. Only party pia. But now, the presiding officer, what you need, sir, you kotua bana before you de about one kratano, and baba, you de call police station, and tianapa, bayan no nani fan no noon, presiding officer, and the call police station. Now, what yaman police. Na ya insoto ballot papers na ye de amano no ye de akere no yem because ye be yamano no ye silia no ye silia no a silia number eka ho bi ne ye de mani wia yaman police sa woni police way anko police station A anasa police station C ewo akontomra anasa awa asin wodumase enti yakase easy ana de kwa aye presiding officer ana kofa nkrata no ade fi police station odi kodru police station ea okwa obehwese wahihye ne nkonwa boot na ye bie no ohwese wokwa odi ne boot asi ho waye ne nkonwa waye ne setup oye ne setup we a obetwen kopem no nso a party fo ni nyina pulling agent ne beba na wata no body apaso e de atwa ahoma na e wo balloting papers no wetwa otwa wi a omo be kan no omo hwe receipt by ne se etale pepepe etale a no omo ya wi a we yi ne stamp nyina to ho no we biem se time aso se wo bi atumi eba wa wo to aba no bra no beto aba na wo kon ye timma wa esese wo make sure se easy officer na wana presiding officer no wa hwe am ye the stamp ate paper na ye de ama no ye de ma wa make sure se ya stamp poetry se de ma na wo ye stamp poetry na wo de wa rekotim so na de kohyemu a kan hu se asai eye reject ballot nti wo wutie me tie niye sa wo ko na wo koto aba ne ati paper ne ma wa make sure say ye the easy stamp ati machire ansan wa hwehwe chiniye no na wo de asichiniye ne nchen se de ma na koto wi a na wada ho ananya sa na ebo anwumre no nsia ni ababobo aba na no numa Edoma omukon na samba back. Ni akan. Ye kan wia. Ye wia reject a woman ni yefrim. Na kwanya abawia efa so koso pa. Eno na Kwaku skat mechire. Because amanfo ni nyanko hoye. But aha ena enwiemu no ewo pa. Abato nwiem eye ha ena wo. The atie ne sa yaya counting awie no plain sheet na wo ho no. Pulling agent bi ekuta one plain sheet. And to say we plain sheet say ya aside. Easy man plain sheet me no ma only one. Baby ya wi abamu pa na me kira na bi. Me nda me kirem Sunday me kirem mesa kirem ko over the weekend na mata me bo na ma kira kanafo ama ukoto aba na uba ne e kan aba na magwani ena ho na ye smart. Ye kan aba na ya kan ya wie no plain sheet no me see ayesai eye ba kope enti ye kan na pulling agent na wagina ho no asase wo fe wani enyi kwan se woda ndc fo asase munye wo bia wonim countant asase munye wo bia onim reading na mode na koye pulling agent. Now ahana wiem no wo aha anunti ana wo kokota yesi ye wini election our police station afanjamba kai said ye wini election our polling station that's a polling agent and ye bia ye wini aba. Now this one ahana michirem ya to aba na wie na ye counting no ye wie counting no bia wani plain sheet no and ye plain sheet and only way ayaba kopa and the what police station A and that's a police station B aside and before presiding elder and a metro sa bia chinia enyaba 120 mamenchiro baby enwiam no wo chinia nyaba no 120 presiding elder no tro 120 no watro 120 no and what this zero miensa abesha chire and we are pulling agents. I will be a the man was sign. One because presiding elder no, presiding officer no, you train a car. Presiding officer no, you train a camp people, you train a car. And to your county, you didn't play shit in the man no. Presiding officer no, ultra no man and you 120. And a police station, and yeah, John Muhammad 120, or true 120 no, or true 120 no, what the another zero, a quackaho. And see what you know, a quackaja 1,200. Wo pulling agent, a woho, Yadima, one, one cat was sign. What's saying? No, and the Riamuno Awapa. Because we say we are in the papa, and when the Kwaku can bomb our distance and sign a distance at the because election now yet to know, baby, election shit now, Nipan Gusa Ukotoino. Ye county, ya the good boxing. Ye the good box movia, ye silia no, ye biam, chisa bia, a condescent nanka wabi mabam, and yakase yakobieso, ye anti adia, ye hapa, and ye plain sheets. Plain sheets and a presiding officers, and we are them. Men of this story with Yaba, or Pian Famai, but you hear me say. And this your man your cool. Mama manina ho. Namum poor beer. Onum kind. Onuma tro. Because the Atiana say a president, no, presiding officer, no tra, or tron words, no, we are, was such tron English, so I can't, or tron number, no, we are, was such tron English. It is say 2000 or tron 2000, and send our tron number 2000, so. But the problem of the women side, say NBC, parliamentary, Abia, aha, when you're 50, presiding elder, and a presiding officer, or no, what to me, what your plain sheet so, and this what your plain sheet now, instead of 50, no, nobody 50 back, what can now pay 500. More than 50 back, I can't, sometime, no. Voting people now you talk about no, yet the shop box me a silly no. And to walk up requests a country day. And a press sheet never compare. And it's a presiding officer in the mouth. Her number now will count no. No make sure sir. Number now be count no. And no what happen pepe. And no papa what trust her. Say you wrong no papa not trust her. And so will call it. Now we challenge it. And you can say what sign. But the penny baby, young and one is if it's your sign. What sign we pay one committee because one to meet it. I have one police station be with a one print sheet. And a police station be one presiding officer. And to be a real a free hobby penny and a mitchell. Presiding officer, no, a hawk and woman. When you are 300, not presiding officer, what is that about Quebec? A channel, not quite 3,000. Prince sitting on the day counter, yeah, you shooting out those sessions on the shooting out those sessions on the ya counter kaka, ya counter, yeah, na yasunya, tenor, no. And when a presiding officer no ever to 10 national. It is a jam ya tenor. Presiding officer senator 10 no. Now what is zero by Kwaku can who actually not quite 100. Me and this is for Sanka Bayam Pa Kamuman lawyers. Mutiye, Siabanya lawyers. And now, Asra from penny phobia. Come on, Moko Habaton, Momoko, your police agent. This election, young Joko, and young Croniati. And maybe 2024, yet some of the lawyers now come up battles. Yeah, who do you see? Because the penny do a one for the pulling agent, one more than no. Your money be Kakrabia, no one presiding at a officer, no, I tremor mano, I'll be at 10,000. No, the zero by Kwaku now quite 100,000. Yamani Sika, and Tinuaham was signed. And Tibabia William Nuwa, and your presiding officers. And they are very, very important. Because your country, about to sit in fire review, you the good boss, Miss Ciliano. Sister BBS is strongly and send the account. And until then, they catch out, sir. You will need election with police station. There be a attacker, Oko quarter, court to catch now, Oko here, court to catch now, a falijay, Washa Batwasu sa, Waka, say you will need election. I will police station. Police station, no. Kwambenti Wakasa because presiding officers in the VM and the fear way and you are Bobia, you're the presiding officers. I feel when we said you are Bobia, as I said, the presiding officers. Memen Kuala now more a abono. Memo the presiding officers afra. So we are presiding officer. No number says I would trust her. So what do we call Kahua? Nana Munkum. wei isi pani pa awa yam pipini and wakasa asimi achare strong isi penny pa oyam pipini my best friend and what see me na so katem se Kwaku aya mo si awia aba no e wo yisi ha ye ni problem wa ho presiding officers no akọ na sese mo pulling agent for no mo ni ko because akọ na krono no ewo yenya ha ye count the distance na distance the manya munya ni papa betna ha a wona na ni da ho anu no but wiemu ne bekoso a presiding officers no because sie kan no obi nya tena all true agu print sheet no so no na sa presiding officer no wakwa ye 100 we are pulling agent ni na we this ni ti ho no all the sign one hwa because when we so account it is no man ya choso o san ya pa afa MPP so what was here say MPP a what dia me yan me di jam na here ma me fa MPP nya because me person jam we need to na jam ya you know ma what dia ma me MPP me say presiding officers afia we ye bobom dua afia we presiding officer be ye bobom dua because we are more question every presiding officers and within a court Emma Yati CSA election ye renew a polling station and within a ferry day at the bar said election ye renew a polling station Kronua presiding officers one wabat woman and one 10 si a savoir pulling agent for no as a see more money called presiding officers yeah chinia wa ha ya to aba chinia ni me de team so ba umia kwasiam pani ni me de team so ya kenkan wie no ba umia aha wanya 10 Oko police station omukuta just one plain sheet presiding officer natural 10 no or the zalo ba akwa ka ho e ma akwaje 100 ultra figure wa ha no wakwaje no 100 ye wie no ye de amaye pulling agent so one side pulling agent no dey no and one so na say so ya count no ya come what ya say hanya 10 but one side no one double cross check 100 and a presiding officer no actual was the MPP was signed. Oh, we are near the court district. District court who said NDC pulling agent aside. And to woman recounting Omo countua Omo kobie the yakan wo polling station hobiemo. Omo ko kind for print sheet number no omo ko kind. And one no omo county we are. One they call main strong room our crap. And to baby a one of presiding officers. Obinya 20 president as a ya side. Yentri fabi mebium and to before presiding officer be correctional or make sure say what what blank paper sheet I will put us. So worse now what are you correct? And sana what control worse now go plain sheet also. Because when you least mistake this plain sheet never compare aside. And to see a yawa presiding officer number election yam a course. So I'm saying me more woman challenge. Uba me patcho se video never come unia. Na catch unia. And tina make us NDC for about to way as I say soldiers. All retired soldiers, let's see, be frame. All retired soldiers, as I see, be frame. Lawyers, as I see, lawyers, be frame. Because you're probia on him reading, you're probia on him tro, you're probia on him counting. Near the Nako, you're pulling agent, and yes, sir, the fire say. Abano, head office, you're more, but you're more Cassiani now. Every baby, you're to Abano. Kakota, my country, I was said, you're near about a police station. Kafarijai. When they about to achieve a check, come my cassette, election 1, our police station. And Yahoo and the presiding officers, every morning. And when the presiding officers, every abanu. Sahawa be 500. Every abawumia. And ya 500. And that's about me 30. Presiding officer need to print sheet is what 30 now when you now on the another 0 a question now about me 300. Every other about me 30. Jam and ya every about 40. And it's about me 30. Now presiding officer no and the another 0 question acquire 300 jam anya 40 and so nanka jam nya dodo ho nanka jam nya 40 and about me nya 30 but presiding officer no actually no what the 0 back one question am about me akonya 300 atani ma jam akonya 40. Enti mua mukoye pulling agent muwo asudie. Enti na dan me kan say enka baya nka mananefo kasase yakwadi ahunchi mu bi. Uso do NDC kasambre ya training konfwe na wakoka na ne wafa training. Wo ya mananini wonim counting yan koma osika ma wonkɔkyeta. Bagana for no come the nipo. Come the nipa and tis a way when you're not obeji sikano no ma presiding officer no at the 0 nibia cage muachly and this for yes ramo se perceive win election we ya your mama foot 20 be amfo wait madam for penny pa be money din wafidie so oye adwuma wo electoral commission or your pure MPP. Office of Mom got a commission. I can't nana and transwana. I can't go about me own percent a bimo a percent JM ba. The bidding common was Kwaku about 1 moment money coho. Our police station, a one and the fee presiding officers. No, backdated figures. No, yet they yet your control room a bar. Monco for Namado Mabeguan 1 year. Ayatia. Fini had the Koswaha. And Timuma Manin cost on our baby a year counting. I a chop pulling a print sheet. No, I want a mama in call. And Timidia, maybe Sadia away from now going there be a me bar. Make a answer. Producer, Jaya Meso Bede, Obeba. Pian go basic on Mahama con.
Here's a man with a team that understands that the implementation of free senior higher education, for example, requires adequate infrastructure in order not to destabilize an already working quality educational system. This is a man with a team that negotiates deals in a holistic manner, like the Tema Port Expansion Project that concluded with the construction of the Tema Motorway Interchange for ease of transport of goods. This is a nation builder, one who makes judicious use of resources at his disposal. There are several infrastructure projects in various sectors of the economy accounted for under John Mahama's 4 years of governance. this nation builder is trustworthy, one who is faithful to his promise. John Mahama promised to end doomsday, and truly, he did, leaving the nation with excess megawatts of power at the end of his first term in office. This nation builder is a unifier. John Mahama's leadership transcends ethnicity, family, and friends. One whose message resonates with the upper class right through to the grassroots of our society. Same can be said about his communication prowess. It's unrivaled. This year's elections will be about track record. Second is trust. The writings are clear on the wall. The records never lie. Fellow Ghanaians, the choice is ours to make. Fellow Ghanaians, presenting John Dramani Mahama.
Premier League. Anameboa. Yebo Premier League. Semeboa. Bo no kwa na ekoso. Awo bia hwe. Ye ekoso. So wo person winya bo free hwa. On Kwaku skate. Na yi ne kutame. Samsung. Ultra 2024. One say Apple City logo na dahai. Ana my boss AB hwe. So my boss. Producer Zoom camera. So low, I didn't low my voice. That's it. Well, Osha, Apple 68 and the die. Uko Play Store. Uko Android. Uko Play Store. Uber download do Apple 68 TV. Ubo yebema. And you would download do app new year. A beer won't send you a P in the best show at you. Not the thing the casa naba. A bar. A form hey, a form ha. When salad, they toss to two no. No more bosso, they toss to two no. And the map say we have a quick skate. When I'm in that app on a summer. And I'm a boy, when I'm in that so I make a say. So, quick skate. When I'm tea and I make a say. And see, one Sahano left Hano. Hano, we overboard way so the I to say Caniano. O boss will be. Ebia, the Aguan na your sports channel. And the Guabi Bibi. Yan shall see a benya ball back na Yasha. So, the Aguan na your sports channel. It is a me bow sua any NAB. Uberman a time. Oh, NAB, which are any. So, a beer come. Born no more born. So, any. A bon qua channel Mako 150 and a day grow. So, whoop a bar a free, wouldn't you a capre? They ain't free. Would the other say, Uber for Android? No one co Play Store. Uko Apple 68 FM TV. Would download do ya? Na waba asiha way or see Europe Sports. So, Uber ha. Oh, another board away. No, I'm bosso any, and they be a woman at time, and they be a more boy. Patch up, creamy, and they be a more boy. Any stadium, and away. Well, now, I dare back what I want to say. Before Besha born, make sure that storage and empty. Because a video life and our Besha. And this our storage in your empty. A pay slow and answer aim. And this a windy storage empty. But some person will have born to be there. Download the app. Android. Apple 68 FM TV. Sana woko iOS. And that's an iPhone. And also babo number 68. Number 68 TV. Ubo 68 TV. Ebe yama no download. Who download you? When sat left here, they are twice. They were high. We any woman basketball. Until you download settings and channel. They are twice no one boss. Who boss who owns a sports game debris a life. Bobby a year we are self and nine. With the beer. Say Africa Cup. Say a Premier League. Say a Ghana Premier League. Who be any actually free. Until download to be a iPhone A68 A68 TV. Who bought A68 and on qua be yaba because what the mufla on qua no down. See download to be but Android Apple 68 FM TV. We make the amount free separate. Then mom can who said the ocean war phone or sono. And yet na ana ubetimi enya no phone so box where the water ubenya America channel be 5,000 to 10,000 any utopia ubenya all African channels na free untua monthly a one-time fee UTV Adom Atenka Kesben Power FM TVSYZ. So channels in the Bible will be Emmanuel TV Joshua, Pentecost TV. Nina channels be Nigeria movies, Ghana movies. What's on YouTube? I was so monthly. A one-time fee. So we can box me my number than the down. Pacho. Over from 703 270 8171. The number again 703.
Corruption. What do you pray? Cano, when it's the same area, Bassa. Not Banatano, Biara Canana to me. He won in the Srash amount for much. Apple 68 FM and a TV. What's it? Who say man no day?
Welcome to Apple.
Remember, I was here and the wine was who say man no day. Kwaku cat, our heart. And when tea and I just said you made your strong one. Yatudi can no and some funny. Yade brown Cassia Kwaku cat. Says that me wawra asantimantamu o 2 4 to 2 na so pay ana jumadi no me dem question da bia awo asantimantamu kanemu awo nepa ani rebel ubetimi anya jumadi ya bi awo cruise 96.9 and now so say this year FM 99.1 question that you Canada time non cron, America time no noon, and you brabia will ye be what they Kwaku cat Yataba, Baco pay, and Nemesia was a santimentum in important. And this year, 99.1. And also a santimentum, and 1 in important. 96.9. Here we are. Question that you one Kwaku cat Baco pay, and she, the young Papa would about me. And you're my 1 year cost to Ghana. You know so good. Who bet you on your Facebook Apple 68 FM? And that's the Facebook Apple 68 FM TV. And that's over to your YouTube Apple 68 TV. Ghana Morning Ghana. And that's over to www.apple68fm.com. Number you made anything now. This year 99.1. our Asante Mantamu and an important and as a cruise our bono and an important 96.9. Question then you will be Ghana Dama Magana America Dama Doom. You will be and Kwaku right. Then Yeshia, the Amagana Hong Kong, our cruise Asante Manto 2 for now so 99.1. Tana Cruz, I am 96.29. Right, near Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and Oman Pania Kufado Honkma. Right, near Cuman Pania Kufado, and the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Sawa from Kra, because of my member okay, Yabre Asson. Yeah, the Jumedi in the Bessia. May show was this Sunday. Canada, Japan video no about new tape na beba back out. Why they show po say this Sunday said the TPA you be boy home then say you be lazy first tape because a bread we any shop. Akabe 1 month I think about 40 something days. Until say obviously be a babontain. Now your boy home then said Kebia and talk or channel in a chain. You be TV so but fly TV for and a young way to my mind. Almost all move face a little bit issues. Until so one way young way to my until beer and to me that even the paper it be a number. But a bow amo. You be boy home then say a book in the Japan tape. Fly TV, almost there to the guitar so. Until almost facing technical issue, crack no system no more down. Until a car shell bo, sink and to meminda. Na apple ye what the guitar so. But signal you I mean saka say Fly TV so my system more down. Until you be sure him kakra, if you na what you be remono. Na se BBI ya, but Sunday. You be boy home what say you be book in the Japan voice wa the BCBA enti me de dwuma de ne besi ha aha the brebe makwai me sore so nyame ya adoma me nda me wa ha kwasi ada me wa ha enti hye no so kira me nye program enti okwa no ato nsa fro unua me kwasi ada me wo adehye FM e wo Kumase sana akomadan nso me wo Cruise FM nti hye so mame na ka kire wunia na onhye me da ahwefo amohwe me mo amutie mo so amantie ntia se the PSC ana me mo bibia me da producers Bam Robert Evelyn Gladys Asante Achimjo boy me do mo nyina ase so mbe so ma sen me a metra kodwam bidin e de Kwaku skate one time nka bi mo ba de ndom ya me no be hia me da wi makra
press star to copy at 50 pesos for 30 days.
Boko.
I make sure I know you man where you're none of me no kasa. I know the wakasa for the lamse. I make sure papa. Oh, now what my God.
Station in the world.
Yeah. You hear me say, Mubesi am one and the master. Now, no me no kasa sir. When na pum kasa say the kasa. Now, a form to say.
I'm for commitment to be rather very Kazako.
I'm not probably more as a form of the society.
Second term, okay. Engineers have said break the heat. Someone there, yeah.
Oh, someone you want.
I am to everything.
Hey, you woman quandary. Oh, my brother, you who friend and I are going to cry my. But you woman quandary, and say, maybe I'm never making answers.
When you're back for me, what would you make? A kind of called Galamsey, okay. From Jubilee House right down to the constituency, LPP votes in Haiti. And give
corruption. What do you pray? Can all money skasam naraya basa? Nobody dano biara kanana to me. He won in the Srash amount for match. Apple 68 FM.
Take a close listen to the words of Kennedy Japan some years back.
They say, Akufuado to say, a dria is siwa any wow. Yes, with the galamsey. Oh, madam, I'm telling you, main means wrong. Akufuado to what to say. A dria is siwa any because ni rocky. Galamsey. When it comes to galamsey.
This is a suggestion of corruption at the very core and root of Nanado himself. When it comes to Galamsey, there is one man who has been at the center of some of the biggest scandals that has ever hit this country since the MPP came to power. From PDS, Ejapa, and now illegal mining, popularly called Galamsey. It's the man Gabi Ochiri Dagon. On the 7th of April 2017, a few months after the MPP government came to power, Gabi took to Twitter and wrote this: "Posterity shall not forgive Akufo-Addo and our government if we don't win the war against Galamsey." A few months later, the president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, at the gathering of eminent chiefs, made a solemn promise on Galamsey, saying this:
"I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter. I've heard it being said."
A couple of years down the line, and Ghanaians have learnt a bitter lesson. Instead of fight to end Galamsey, they have rather been the biggest supporters and defenders of Galamsey. And this is why. Ghanaians have been in a state of shock after a report by the former Minister of Environment, Professor Frimpong Boateng, which seeks to give credence to the realities of how the presidency and people close to the president are neck deep in the business of destroying the country. The report exposes the president and vice president, presidential staffers, and many others in the destruction of our forest and water bodies in the name of Party Hiansika. This report, written by Professor Frimpong Boateng, was sent to the presidency years ago, and until recently leaked by the loud silence media, the presidency did nothing about its content. Note that the author of the report is Professor Frimpong Boateng, a specialist heart surgeon, the founder of the Ghana Heart Foundation, as well as the head and founder of the Cardiothoracic Center at Kolibu, who was the head of the Ministry of Environment, which oversaw all the fights against Galamsey in the first place. This is a man who has authority, unblemished integrity, and most importantly, oversight responsibility over the fight against Galamsey. One of the names mentioned in this report is the name Gabi Ochiri Dagon, who is a lawyer for one Donald Ensure, the owner of C&J Alaska and Heritage Imperial. It turns out that as far back as 2016-2017, these companies have been involved in illegal mining, polluting and destroying our water bodies, and the records will show. On the 29th of November 2016, Dr. Tony Orbin, former CEO of Minerals Commission under the NDC administration, cautioned C&J Alaska against engaging in illegal mining on their prospecting license. Again, on the 30th of January 2017, Dr. Tony Orbin wrote to C&J Alaska to caution them against engaging in illegal mining without requisite permits and approvals. In 2017, this company, headed by Donald Ensure, was reported by the head of Mineral Commission as engaging in mining without the right documents. Donald Ensure's company, C&J Alaska and Heritage Imperial Limited, have a long history of abusing mining permits, causing destruction of Ghana's forest reserves through illegal mining activities under the pretext of a prospecting license. Before now, on the 2nd of October 2017, John Peter Amewu, MPP's own Minister for Lands and Natural Resources then, wrote to CNJ Alaska regarding the Drabo concession and directed them not to carry out any mining operations in the concessions until their mining lease has been ratified. Donald Enchua and his Canadian partner owned CNJ Alaska Limited, which operated mainly in the Diasu Forest Reserve in the Dencho-Obuasi area. It has been said that Major Mahama died protecting the Galamsey concessions of this very company Gabi is affiliated to, whose illegal mining activities was destroying Dencho-Obuasi and was being protected against the interest of the people of Dencho-Obuasi, who meted out their anger on Major Mahama, an innocent man who most likely had been sent there by higher powers. In the report and consequent responses, Professor Frimpong Boateng cited this company as engaging in illegal mining. He mentioned that at the time, government had banned all mining activities. Since mining was banned, they were stopped. This angered Gabi. Prof said to his shock, mentioned that Gabi Asari Otridakon, who he expects to know better as a lawyer, called to defend the company that actively destroyed our environment, especially the forest and river offing in the Apaprama and Krobo forest. After the report leaked, we can hear Gabi here pretending he did not know that at the time he called, government had banned all mining and what his client was doing in the forest was illegal.
I have a client who has all the documents or permits and licenses required to do prospecting, everything. And he goes on site, and then soldiers come to basically stop, not just stop them from working, but to seize all the equipment. So I asked the minister, but they have permits, so what really, I want to understand the issue. And then the minister fires back and says, they are not prospecting, they are mining.
Was Gabi not trying to use his influence as the nephew of the president to force the hands of Professor Frimpong Boateng to allow the illegality against our forest and water bodies to continue? Why would Gabi resort to telling clear lies? Did he, Gabi, not know that the said company only had a prospecting license which is not used for mining? Did he, Gabi, not know that there had been a ban on all mining activities by government? What else would cause Gabi to call the minister and throw his weight around? Did he, Gabi, not know that there has been previous letters to the very company from Mr. Albin and Mr. Amewu at different times since 2016 to stop illegal mining? Why the deliberate attempt to use his position to intimidate the minister and continue destroying our forests and waters through illegal mining? Both Donald Enchua and Gabi Otridakon are enemies of the state and collaborators in a criminal conduct. The time has come for action to be taken against these enemies of state. We cannot allow them to continue to compromise the future of the country and the well-being of our people.
Say Akufo-Addo to say a dua esi ho a eni hini. Wow. Yes. With the Galamsey. Oh. Madam, I'm telling you, main from Akufo-Addo to what to say a dua esi ho a eni hini because ni hini nyina rot. Galamsey. When it comes to Galamsey, Akufo-Addo hini nyina a rot complete.